Once, a lone bird found itself lost in the midst of a vast, empty desert. Its wings were weary, and its body weak, desperately longing for water and food to regain its strength. In its suffering, the small bird mourned its miserable existence, feeling abandoned and hopeless. With each passing moment, its voice faded to a faint cry, a whisper of its agony. In the depths of its despair, the bird felt utterly alone, with only the gentle breeze caressing its feathers and the melancholy whisper of the wind as its companions. Night fell over the desert, enveloping the bird in a cold, desolate darkness. Filled with fear and helplessness, it tried once more to spread its wings and fly far from this inhospitable place. But it didn't have enough strength to lift off. Staring at the starlit sky, the bird began to lament its plight. "Why, Lord? Why have you forsaken me? What have I done to deserve this misery? I've always been a good bird. I should have had a good life, but instead, I've known only suffering. It would be better to die than continue like this." Its words of despair were swallowed by the vastness of the desert. In that precise moment, an angel sensed its sorrow. Moved by the bird's suffering, the angel approached and with a gentle, calming voice whispered, "I am here." The confused bird looked up and timidly asked, "Who are you?" The angel, with a serene gaze full of love, replied, "I am a messenger sent by God." A sense of peace embraced the bird's frail body as it heard the angel's words. Heavenly presence had granted the bird a spark of hope amidst its despair. Trembling, it asked, "Can you do me a favor? Can you ask God why he has forsaken me? When will my suffering end? I feel so weary and can't go on." The angel looked at the bird with tender compassion, accepting its request, and promised, "I will take your message to God." The angel departed, disappearing into the horizon, as the bird watched gratefully. Upon reaching God, the angel conveyed the bird's message, describing its sadness and miserable state. It asked, "When will its suffering end?" God replied, "It is written in the book of life that the bird must continue to endure hardship and will not know happiness." Disheartened, the angel asked if a solution could be suggested to help the bird. God responded, "Tell it that for 21 days and nights, it must no longer pity itself, but should say this prayer instead. Thank you, Lord, for everything." Whenever it wishes to complain or dwell on its terrible state, it should simply repeat, "Thank you, Lord, for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you." The angel returned to the bird, finding it even sadder and more despondent, and delivered God's message. This was the only choice. Otherwise, the bird would suffer forever. Accepting the challenge, the bird, though aware it wouldn't be easy, saw no other hope. 1 month later, the angel retraced its steps to visit the bird. Approaching the place where everything had been barren, the angel was astonished. The bird's feathers had grown thicker, providing it with more shelter and strength to fly in search of food. It also noticed a small plant had sprouted in the barren land where the bird had found refuge, and it had taken shelter in an old tree that now bore small green shoots on its branches. Even more surprising was a small oasis that had emerged from the ground, drawing other birds to it. This place had become a small oasis in the desert, with a promising future. The angel, observing from afar, smiled, knowing its mission was complete. The bird had found not only happiness, but also true wisdom, that life isn't free from hardships, but our attitude toward them can release us from their burden. With this lesson learned, the bird continued its life, and the oasis became a place of hope and peace, a symbol of gratitude, faith, and trust in God's unseen plans. And so, the story of the little bird who found joy in the middle of the desert became a lesson for all creatures who, in turn, sought meaning and fulfillment. Its song of gratitude echoed forever as a reminder that, no matter the circumstances, happiness can be found if we look beyond suffering and choose to see the blessings around us. May this story inspire us to connect with gratitude and find happiness in the simplest things in life. Smile, say thank you, and embrace life. You have only the present to live. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and activate the bell for more content on spirituality and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.